from Department of Computer Science, Veerashaiva College, V.V. Sangha, Ballari. Welcome to the session of multi-threaded programming. What is a thread? A thread is a lightweight process and it is an individual part of running program. So, group of threads will combinedly called as a program. So, all these threads will be working concurrently. So, as you can see, definition, multithreading is a conceptual programming paradigm where a program, nothing but a process, is divided into two or more subprograms which can be implemented at the same time in parallel. So let us take an example. One subprogram can display an animation on the screen while another may build the next animation to be displayed. This is something similar to dividing a task into subtasks and assigning them to different people for execution independently and simultaneously. This is about the multithreading definition. Thread lifecycle. Whenever a thread is created, that will be in a new state. As you can see on the screen, newborn, this is one state, runnable, running, stop, waiting or blocked. These are all different states. So here in Java, a thread is a class. We know that a class consists of number of methods, variables, constructors and so on. So here also a thread class consists of number of methods. So in order to access these methods of a thread, first we have to create an object for a thread. That we call it as a thread. So after that, the creation of an object, the thread will be in the new state. That is nothing but the newborn state. As you can see, the first state is in the screen, newborn. Immediately after the newborn state, there is another new state called as runnable state. Then what is the meaning of runnable state? Runnable state means ready to run. If that thread is ready to execute its task, then it will be in runnable state. So we can say that it is ready to run, or we can say it is waiting for a processor. Next, if processor is available, then it is moved to the running state. The next state after the runnable state, you can see on the screen, that is nothing but the running state. What is the meaning? Meaning is that the thread is allocated to the processor. Then this thread will be started its execution. So that state we call it as running state. That means the thread is under running execution in this running state. Now if there is any IO interruption or other type of interruption occurred during the running state, then the thread will be move on to the waiting state. Nothing but we can call it as also blocked state. As you can see on the screen right side, that is blocked state. So once the thread is under the controller of a processor, if there is any interruption in terms of IO or any other interruptions may occur in such condition, then the thread will be moved to blocked or waiting state, so that the processor starts executing the another thread. So after this waiting or blocked state, or after the completion of interruption, it will move on to the running state. As you can see, the arrow mark from waiting to running, the down. Or it may move on to runnable state also. So if the processor is busy, it will move on to the running state, the down arrow. Or if the processor is available, it will move on to the runnable state. As you can see, the up arrow. So next, if there is no interruption occurs or after the completion of process execution, it will move on to the stop state. The last state is nothing but the stop state. Then that means this is a termination. So here we are having 5 states from the creation and up to the termination. It will move to the 5 different states. The thread will be moving to the 5 different states. This is the thread life cycle, which is having 5 different states. Next is the thread methods. A thread class is having number of methods. So by accessing those methods, this thread will be changing these states. Now you can see here a statement thread T is equals to new thread. So we know this statement. This statement is nothing but the creation of an object of a class. So here thread is a class. We are creating an object for that class and automatically that will be in the new state. So after that you can see T dot start. This is the method which is available in the thread class. So here the thread always starts its process from this start method. Whenever we call a start method, then the thread which is in new state will move to the runnable state. So automatically and implicitly run command will be executed, that is run method will be executed by t.run method. So whenever the run method is called, the program which is in the runnable state, it will move to the running state with the help of t.sleep method. And whenever we use this t.sleep or t.wait, it will be moved to the waiting or blocked state. And here after the interval expires, as you can see the down arrow, it will move to the running state. So here after the compilation of this task, it will execute the stop method. The last is nothing but the stop method. So this is all about the methods which are available in the thread class. The start method, run method, sleep method, wait method, and the stop methods. All these methods are available in this class. With the help of an object of a thread class, we can access all these methods. I've taken a program by using thread methods. Here I'm implementing a single thread. A thread class can be implemented by using the concept called inheritance. As you can see on the screen, in the program I've used the concept of inheritance. Here single thread class single extends threads. Here single is a derived class of a base class called thread. Now we know from the concept of inheritance that if we create an object for this derived class, with the help of this derived class object, we can access the variables and methods of base class also. We may access or we may not access. A thread class consists of different methods. In these methods, every thread class will start its processing by called start function. I have used the start function in this main method you can see in the program. So this start function implicitly calls the run function. So the start and the run function, everything in the thread class. We can access these methods with the help of derived class object. So whatever the thread process executes, we have to return in run function. That is the process which we want to execute, that should be written in the run function. That means we are overriding this run function of the thread class in the derived class. As you can see, the program, I've used the concept called inheritance, and two functions I have used in the program. One is start function and the run function. So the run function, in the run function we are going to write the process which we are going to execute. That should be written in the run functions. Here the scope and the parameter, everything should be same both in derived and base class. So here in the run function I am printing the numbers from 0 to 4. So with the help of for loop I am printing the system.out.println is nothing but the printf statement. As you can, it's going to print the numbers. Now in the main function, void main functions, I've created an object S by using a class name called single, nothing but my derived class. With the help of derived class I've created an object, and with the help of this object we can access the methods of the thread class. So here I'm trying to access the start method. This start method will automatically calls the run method, which is available in the single class. It implicitly calls the run method and executes the statement and prints the number from 0 to 1 to 3, 1 to 4, from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how the program works. So only with the help of an object we can access all the methods of the thread class. So this we call it as overriding. In the run function we are overriding we are using the overriding run functions. Nothing but we are using overriding this run function of the thread class in the derived class. So the output will be from 0 to 4. So this is an example of a thread method. I hope you all have understood the concept multi-threading program. Thank you.